No, just a lot of recovery and short and sharp trainings. Concentrating on the details, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. And yeah, it's all about the game tomorrow.
And how much do you enjoy getting this run of games at home where you guys can really show where you are best?
Yeah, and especially if you win the games, then you just want to play, every 3 days, and that's what we've done. We beat KC here, so we're going into tomorrow's game feeling good, feeling confident, and it's another home game and another opportunity for us to get the 3 points.
In Europe, how often would you play 3 games in 8 days the way you're doing here? Because it doesn't happen that often here. We kind of make a big deal of it. How often do you face it?
Yeah, definitely. People make a big deal of it, and it's a lot more normal or natural in Europe. You probably have every month at least once that you play 3 games in a week. There's a lot more cup competitions back home, and yeah, it's just a lot more. It's a lot more normal, and also the national team guys, are used to going away with the national team, and you also play 2 games in 3 days. So for me personally, it's not a big deal. But yeah, as you said, it does seem a kind of big deal here.
So in the short run, I get that it's not a big deal, but over the course of a season, with all the airplane flights you have to take here, will it wear you down for September, playoffs, October, that kind of thing?
Nah, I mean, not really, because that's what we train for. That's what we do the preseason for, and the tough trainings in the summer, and it's just the nature of the game. You're gonna have to be used to playing so many games a season, and yet we're not playing as many games as some teams in Europe are and some players are. So I don't think you should be looking at it that way, that we might be tired for September, October. I just think it's more of maybe a mental issue, to put it in your head that it's all about the games, and if you train hard enough and smart enough, I think you should be ready for the games even in October.
17 games down and 17 to go. What have you thought of the first half of the season?
I'd say it was okay. It wasn't great, but wasn't a disaster neither. We had some games where we haven't won for a few, and then we had a good run, especially here with the Toronto and Atlanta game. So yeah, I think we are in a good position for the second half of the season, and we're definitely in a good position for all the home games that are coming up here.
Speaking of positioning, you guys right now are under the playoff line, but only 3 points away, I think, from 5th or 4th. So all these games coming up, I think, are going to be pretty important in terms of standings. How stressful is it knowing that, like, every game you can either go up super high in the standings potentially, or just drop further back down?
I think it's exciting, because we don't look at how far we can drop back. We only look how far we can go up, and we're 6 points from the third and maybe 5 points from the last. So it shows how close it's going to be this year. And even some teams beneath us, are teams that have been making playoffs regularly in the last couple of years. So it will be tough, and I think it will go down to the last game of the season, and it just shows that every point will be important. So we have to take one game at a time, and the next one coming up will be tomorrow.
Columbus obviously has struggled this year. When you have an opponent come in that isn't having the season they want, is it easy or difficult to block that out and just worry about the 11 guys on the field and not overlook them?
Well, you can't overlook them because we have played them over the past few seasons, and I know personally that they're a good side. They have individual players. They're a good team as well. We know that they're missing some players due to the Gold Cup. Higuain is long-term injured, so we do know what's going on with them, but we can't look too much into that they haven't had a good run, because Colorado not long ago had 2 points, and now they have maybe 2 points less than us. So it just shows that in this league you can't sleep on any opponent, and whichever team in this league takes a few games and wins few games in a row, is right back in a playoff spot. So I'm sure they'll be looking to break the bad spell of form, and we will want to continue the winning streak.